Hi, welcome you all to the NetMinion Solutions. Your outcome always matter to us. So today we are here to come up with one more very beautiful video, that is we are creating a Python project using the Django. I hope you are aware about the Django. If not an issue. We will be telling in this video what the Django is and how it can be used in your Python programming language. So let's meet with Django without wasting any of time. If you talk about the Django, Django is using the REST framework, all of you are aware. So how many of you are aware about the REST API? So if you are not aware, let me talk about the API first. What is an API actually? API is an application programming interface. Okay, it is a set of rules that allow program to talk each other. The developer create the API on the server and allow the client to talk with it, right? So I hope maximum of you have seen the usage of Alexa, right? Alexa is a device which runs on your commands, and in turns Alexa can control other devices as well, like a bulb, like some other devices. And that is how your program, that is Alexa, is talking with another program like a bulb, smart bulb or LED, okay, or maybe n number of the devices. It is known as an API when your application is controlling your another application. Let us suppose you are creating a website, or maybe you are creating an app, okay, to provide the weather details. You don't gonna send the satellite in the cloud and fetch the exact details. What you gonna do? You will use some another website, okay. Your application or your app will go to the particular website which is already such kind of detail, and in some way it will fetch out the detail for you, and that detail you will be representing to your app. So that is how your app is going and controlling or maybe talking with another website. Many of you have seen that multiple and multiple of the websites are using the Google as login. So what is that? That is a API provided by Google or maybe FP. So it was all about API. Now let's talk about the REST API now. What is REST? REST is nothing, it is an acronym for Representational State Transfer. It determines how the API will look like, or maybe you can say it is the rules that developers follow when they create their API. On these rules states that what you should be able to get a piece of data, okay, maybe in the form of JSON or maybe in the form of XML. That again depends when you link to a specific URL. And here what we are doing, here in our script we will be creating a Django framework where we are integrating our Python script, and Python in turn will talk with my big IP unit, fetch out some information, will give that information to my Django, and Django through the DTL will produce the output in front of us in the web format. So let us talk about the anatomy of this request used by the REST. Okay, it will be using something mainly named as endpoint. So endpoint in our case it can be big IP FI device, okay, which we will be using, and we will be creating our script. Then it will be gonna use some kind of method, and method can be like, it can be get, it can be post, okay, it can be put or maybe patch, okay, and it can be delete. And I hope all of you have heard about CRUD, that is create, right? So when you want to create, it means you are posting it, correct? R means read. You want to read something, maybe you are using the method get. U, update. For update you will be using of course the put and patch. D, delete, and you are using delete. So these all are the methods which will be used by your REST API. Also there is a header, okay, and there is the body. So as the name says, header is what? Header is like used to provide some kind of information in between the client and in between the server. It can be used for many purposes, such as like authentication, or maybe providing some information about the body content. And body is your data. Maybe you can say the message which contains what you want to send to the server. I hope many of you have already used the curl command for sending such kind of thing. Okay, let us check maybe using the curl command what we can do. Let me open my command prompt. So I am just opening my command prompt, and let me drag this command prompt over here, and into my command prompt I can run the command like curl, and whatever the link is, maybe I am using my website NetMinion.net, and you will be able to see that this kind of request is going and what kind of the method or what kind of. Okay, maybe I missed one thing. So here I missed www dot. So if you will see now, you will be able to see, okay, what is the whole of the, HTML kind of stuff. You will be able to see like what is the script, what is the body, what is CSS, what is HTML file. All of these details will be able to, you will be able to see for the netminion.net, right? So this is your curl command. Maybe okay, you have not seen that, but maybe you definitely see that if you open your big IP unit. So let me open HTTPS. My big IP unit is 172.16.20.10. Okay, you are able to see that, okay, if we do such kind of stuff, I am able to log in into the device and I can check multiple of the things, but I don't want to go in that way. Let me show you the another case. So I am using management is bit like your TMOS kind of infrastructure, or maybe into the root, then we are going into the TMOS, maybe then I am going to the LTM unit, and then I am saying, okay, open the virtual server. So it is bit like to opening your virtual server from the web. Here again it is asking for the username and password, but obviously it will be asking. Now when I am providing the username and password, you will be able to see the data will be represented in some another format. It will be some JSON format which will be getting appeared in front of you. You can see that it is enclosed by your curly braces, and there is like this colon, like it will be bit like your dictionary when you will be talking in terms of Python, which is having a key and value pair. So like that you can say there are multiple of the elements of this dictionary which is available, but it is the JSON format which you are providing the data, right? Now you can see it is providing some kind of information, very beautiful. Now I can see that there is a virtual server named as VSSSH. Let me copy it and maybe go to the end, and let me open this particular maybe virtual server SSH. And since the username and password already delivered, you can see this time I am getting the information only and only for my virtual server SSH. So you will be able to see, okay, what kind of translation of the port is enabled or no, maybe policies are there, or maybe n number of the stuff which you would be able to configure, that you will be able to see over here on this page. So that is how your REST is coming into the picture in this case when you are talking about the big IP unit. Okay, so that is how we will be inserting this intelligence by using Django in our Python script. So we are not only doing the Python script, but this time we are integrating it with web framework. Okay, so when we will say Django, it means Django is what? Django is fast, Django is secure, Django is scalable, because Django provide your built-in feature for everything, like admin interface, default database, that is SQLite 3, etc, etc, etc. When you are building a website, you will always need such kind of components which already is included in your Django. A way how do you handle the user authentication, a management panel of your website, forms, a way to upload the files, etc. So Django give you a ready-made component to use, and that too for your rapid development. Okay, so that is how in our today's videos I am giving you a demo how to fetch some kind of detail from big IP directly using Python, and I am integrating that Python script with my Django. Okay, so let us see further. So let us talk about what to do when we are creating such kind of script. So there are some prerequisites. Okay, what are those? You should have already running and tested working Python script. You should be having a Django server which is already running, and you have integrated this Python script with that Django server. Then you should be having a HTML or CSS kind of file which you are using for your HTML page, or maybe the static page, which again you will be using for your SQLite 3 or maybe the database server using the Django. Okay, so what you need to perform, you need to integrate all of these components all together, and you need to test your project. So let us not wait much, and let's start with our project now. Okay, let me start then my command prompt. Okay, and the theoretical portion is completed by now. Let me start my command prompt. So I am going to the command prompt, and here into the command prompt, let me go into the folder where my this project is residing. So I am going to the desktop, and then I am moving to the F5 project, and you can see that if I will check the dir, there are multiple and multiple of the files which are available over here. I need to go into my F5 automation reference. So I am going to the cd, and I am again going to the F5 and automation reference, and if you will see by the dir, you will be able to see, okay, there is a manage file, there is couple of scripts, there is a SQLite 3 kind of stuff also. There are the HTML stuff also into the template. So let me go to the template and let me show you that there is a HTML file. Okay, if I will check the dir, you would be able to see that there is a HTML file named as home.html. Okay, so similarly I need to go one by, I hope I okay, let me go into the same thing again. Okay, so I need to go from here to here, and like that. So I have already created a virtual environment. Let me work on that. So I am working on my virtual environment name as test. So I am under the test now. Now I need to run my Django server. To run my Django server, there is a script. If you see earlier, let me show you again by using the dir. That name is manage.py. I want to open it, so I am saying Python, then manage.py. Then I want to run the server, so I will just write down run server. I'm hitting the enter, and you will be able to see after some time my server will be ready, and one of the link will be provided to me. Okay, this is the link for your server where you can check everything related to this server. So here is the by default link, which you can again change, keep on changing, and you can keep on checking. Now let me quickly go to my Google Chrome. Okay, let me open my Google Chrome, and using my Google Chrome, let me open this server. So this is my server. Perfect. So can you see there is a HTML file associated with this server which is opening now, and it all of these details what you are creating over here in the form of HTML and CSS. Either you are talking about the title, either you are talking about the H1 kind of stuff, either you are talking about this image which it fetching from the internet, either you are talking about all of the content. It is all from the HTML and CSS stuff. Then what we are doing, we are introducing the intelligence into this HTML page, that whenever the user will click over this link, it will fetch out the certificate details from the F5 unit real time, and it will give into the HTML format to us. And you will be able to see the link which is correctly over here. The parameter will be changed to the external, which I again explicitly mentioned that once my page is getting fetching the data, it should be go to the another parameter. Okay, so before doing that, let me open my device first. Okay, so what is my big IP device? Let me open it again, which I was showing you earlier. Okay, at the time of the rest. So admin, it is NetMinion, and let it open. Then we will be quickly moving to the certificate kind of stuff, and we will be seeing that okay, what are the certificates which are currently into this my device. Okay, let me go to the system, let me go to the certificate management, and you would be able to see that there are couple of the certificate residing in my big IP unit because it is my test unit. So there are not much, but whatever the count is, that count should be presented by my Python script as well. Here you go. There are a couple of the certificate you can see. Okay, these are the expiration dates. So when I am clicking over the HTML page, these all details should be mentioned onto my this page. Okay, so let us not wait much. Let me click over this script and wait for some time, because this click is going to the Python, and you can see that a Python script is running on, and there is something which is getting fetched out, and you will be able to see that this link will be again gonna change, and this is real time, guys. Okay, the script is going real time into my unit, and this big IP unit, from where it will be fetching out all the certificate details. And it is only a demo. You can do n number of tasks. It's not only limited to the certificate, you can do n number of tasks again. If you're creating a script for maybe the iOS upgradation, and already you have tested that script into your lab test environment, and when you are doing it by one click, your iOS will be gonna upgrade into your time window only. So you can see, as I was telling you earlier, that the page will be going to change in the with the parameter named as external, and here the external parameter is now there. If I will check below, you will be able to see there is some mismatch. Okay, there is some mismatch into the device. So it is certificate and expiry detail it is finding out, but somehow it is taking some time. So let me click, or let me check my script first, and let me come again. Okay, I made some changes. Let me refresh this page, or maybe let me go back again to the main page, and let me click over this button again, and let the script fetch out the detail again. Okay, so because it was a small time when it was hitting and getting the information, and that time was not sufficient, I only increased that particular time. That okay, wait for such a minute. Okay, just take your time, fetch out this detail and show me here onto the HTML page. And you can see this time the script will taking maybe much more time, but it will be fetching all of the detail for us, whatever required in whatever format. So it will be giving us what? It will be giving us the detail of our all of the certificate, and it is giving the detail of our again the time. So currently the time is this in the IST, because I am into the IST zone, it is providing me that time. Okay, and you can see this 23, 43, 38 kind of stuff. Maybe you can see, or if I let me refresh it, you will be able to see that this time should be here. You can able to check that okay, it is 23:44, right? Maybe 1 minute more now, but it is exactly that time which it is fetching from the big IP unit. And you can see there is a green, there is some kind of other kind of stuff, and here also in the name of the certificate, if you will be checking, there is a NetMinion green, and there is all of the stuff. So here you can see it is providing me the common name. Okay, so the common name is NetMinion green. That is why you are able to see the common name as NetMinion green. And expiration, let us match one of the expiration. It is showing me 19th of July, maybe 2021. Okay, so let us match from here. It is showing 19th of July 2021, and maybe let me log in into this, or clicking over this, and let me check the exact detail, because it is telling in the time also. So maybe if there is something into the time, so expiry, okay, it is checking 8:29:40 at GMT, and here you go, it is telling about 8:29:48. So this is a demo like how you can integrate your CSS, how you can integrate your Django, how you can integrate your HTML, how you can integrate your Python in one format to show anything only by a single click. Okay, if you want to learn more and more about the Python scripting from the scratch, you are always welcomed. Go to the netminion.net. This is our formal website, and here you can see into the offered course. You will be able to see into the offered course the Python. Okay, if you wanted to go for another courses, you can check the another courses also, but if you click over the Python for the networking, you will be able to see that all of the details regarding all of the modules, including the Django module, maybe the app creation, maybe the F5 perspective, the networking perspective, and maybe from the basic building blocks, whatever you want to learn, we have a comprehensive plan for you, and we will be able to provide all of this detail in a limited time period, so that you can increase your knowledge and you can put it on your resume also, and you can automate your networking device by ignoring the legacy methods like the CLI or the GUI, and you can focus by the Python script. So thank you all for watching this video. Have a very good day.